TikTok, where free speech goes to die. Now, first, they silenced Charlie Kirk with a bullet. Not TikTok directly, but you know what I mean. Now, TikTok is trying to silence anyone who really dares speak about it and tells the truth. Recently, I posted on TikTok a respectful, fact-based video about Charlie's assassination, and TikTok, boom, gave me a strike. No explanation, which they're very good at doing that, you know. They kill your free speech, they give you a strike, and then they give you an ambiguous answer. You have violated this or that, but they don't give you any specifics, so you can't fix the alleged problem, which probably didn't exist to begin with. So no explanation, no appeal, just gone. Now, that would be bad enough, but there's more. I'm legally blind. I know you may not be able to tell that, but I am. And I use TikTok on my laptop because I literally cannot navigate the app like most people on their cell phone. And because of that, TikTok wouldn't do squat. And let me very quickly give you the problem. On your cell phone, if you have TikTok, I guess you can comment, and you can comment with 1,000 characters. I don't know what the limit is. But when you're doing it on your laptop, where people like me who can't see very well often go or try to use, well, guess what? They discriminate against you. Blatantly, patently discriminate against you. I can only put 150 characters up. Now think about that. That may not be a problem. However, I had TikTok nail me because I would respond initially to everybody. And let's say I've got, I want to respond with 1,000 characters. I can't do it on the laptop. So I would have to chop my response up into 150 characters and present it. Well, TikTok would pull one of those characters or one of those parts of the response out of context. Boom, we're going to nail you. Yeah, great. So I filed a complaint against TikTok for violating the Americans with Disabilities Act, because their platform is not acceptable or accessible to me as a disabled creator. And how do they respond? Well, the FCC got involved, contacted TikTok, contacted their lawyers, and there was a little pause, but it seems to me they responded with retaliation. They struck me down and they made it harder for me to post. Now, by that I mean I lost access to TikTok totally and completely on my laptop. I'd try to log in the morning and it would say, you have exceeded the number of allowed attempts or something along those lines. Wait, that's the first attempt all day. This went on for days. And finally I got to get back on, but TikTok, in all of their intelligent CCP glory, didn't change anything, at least not anything that was apparent. I could still only post 150 characters. Blatant discrimination. They made it harder for me to post. And that's not just censorship, folks. That's discrimination. And, well, I did what creators are told to do. I followed community guidelines. I told the truth. I honored a man's life, talking about Charlie Kirk, and TikTok decided that was dangerous content. But they didn't tell me why. And that's part of their game. Their so-called customer service, oh my God, it's almost non-existent. It's not intuitive. You can't find anything on there. How do you get to a real person? How do you appeal when you've got a problem? You really can't, because you can only kind of appeal based on, here, click this, click that, click that. That doesn't tell you what you are actually appealing. You have no rights. Their customer service is almost non-existent. So try contacting TikTok support and you'll be bounced between auto responses, bots, and vague messages that never answer your question. No phone number, no human being to help, just silence. That's not customer service. Now remember, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. Multi-billion-dollar company. And they won't invest on actually dealing with the people who use their service or pay money in their service. That's not customer service. That's what I call a wall. A wall designed to keep creators powerless, while TikTok acts without accountability at all. They don't care. And if you're watching this thinking, well, that's just TikTok being TikTok, no, folks, this is bigger. Because when a platform punishes a blind creator, legally blind, for raising a disability complaint, it's not just sloppy customer service. I say it's retaliation, it's discrimination, and it sends a clear message. We don't care about accessibility. We don't give a damn about you. We don't care about fairness. And if you raise your voice, we'll punish you for it. And add to that the fact that they're striking down videos that simply talk about the death of Charlie Kirk. It's not just incompetence, folks. It's a pattern. They will silence what they don't want heard, and they'll ignore the people who need them to do better, people like me. So let me say this directly. TikTok, you've silenced me there, but you will not silence me everywhere. I will keep speaking truth on platforms that will believe or still believe in free expression. I will keep fighting for accessibility for the disabled because it doesn't just affect me. And I will keep calling out hypocrisy, censorship, and discrimination wherever I see it. Now, I have to tell you, talking about that discrimination, I think that TikTok's community standards are a bunch of BS. I personally think they're non-existent. Oh yeah, they've got some in writing, but they're not equally applied. And let me give you an example. I was responding in a private message to a fan of my channel, and we were having a nice conversation. And I got to the point where I wanted to say something. I said, "May I give you some unsolicited advice?" Boom, TikTok moved in, wouldn't deliver it, shut it off, boom. However, I got a text or a private message from an individual, and I'm not, I may quote this directly on X. I won't say it here directly because I don't use that kind of language. But basically they said, "I'm going to effing kill you. I'm going to hunt you effing down. We will find you and we will kill you, you effing Jew." Now, did TikTok do anything about that? To my knowledge, not a darn thing. Now, I'm going to get silenced for saying, "Can I offer some unsolicited advice?" Yeah, I'll get silenced for that. But let this person who threatened to kill me, and by the way, I should have got the FBI involved because I saw the message again without a TikTok response. What am I supposed to do? Well, we're going to talk a lot of politics, a lot of news on this channel. And we're going to shine some light into the darkness because the darkness can't overcome it. So, TikTok, you can silence my videos, but you cannot silence me and you cannot silence the truth. Now, I ask that you subscribe to this channel on Rumble, YouTube, that you like, that you follow. I'm going to have a lot of great content coming up for you, including maybe some of my videos that got over 100,000 views on TikTok. However, I don't think I'll automatically share those to the channel. I'll remake them because I don't want any TikTok branding showing up on it, okay? So like, follow, subscribe, comment. You know the whole regimen, and we're going to have some great content coming up for you. If you like the truth, and I mean you like the truth, you should demand the truth. That is exactly what you're going to get on this channel. Truth, no compromise, and we're going to talk about the issues that matter. Now, there was somebody else who did that here recently. They silenced him with a bullet. Don't let them silence you. We've got more coming up. So, we'll talk later.